Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, and welcome back to 4 More Minutes. I am the Soul Stir, Sam Bailey, stirring up your hearts and your minds for God. I want to thank you for joining us. Hey, we're Wednesday. As they say, we're almost over the hump, moving toward the weekend, and I hope your week has been good thus far. I pray for those, especially for Cedar Valley, you've been thinking about mercy, the mercy that God has given us, and the mercy that we should be extending to others throughout this week. I pray that you study with your families and that you've internalized it and be able to demonstrate it into practical application in your own lives. If you have not yet subscribed to the Soul Stir, please do so. It's the easiest and most effective way to share these messages, and you are part of putting hope, inspiration, insight, encouragement out into the world. Today, I want to give a thought about a perimeter. I've been thinking a lot about building and building materials, and I'm thinking about setting up a perimeter. And as I know, and you know, that a lot of times when you're ready to do work or ready to go to work, you've got to set up a perimeter. I was looking at these construction workers yesterday, and they had to set up a perimeter, which is a boundary. And the perimeter, it says that everything's on the outside of the perimeter cannot penetrate or infiltrate the inside of the perimeter, because the perimeter, inside the perimeter, is where they work, where the business is taken care of, where they operate, And so I think sometimes it's good in our lives to set up a perimeter, because we don't set up a perimeter, and so we let people in the space where we ought to be working. We let people in our anointing, right? We let them in our place, and so it's important that you protect your place and your space. And that's crucial. And so set up a perimeter of your life that you can operate effectively. And what happens is that perimeter there is often there for the safety of those that are on the outside that don't know what they're doing. Sometimes you need to help people to see that, like, listen, this is a boundary I'm setting up to help you, because you're going to be frustrated if you try to infringe upon my work and my calling, what it is that God is going to do, because some of us understand our assignment and we know what it is we're supposed to do, whether they don't get it or not. So set up that perimeter, that boundary. And sometimes, those people who enter in, they don't understand what's going on. They don't know what's doing. They didn't see the game plan. They don't know the inception of the thoughts, the actions. And so why would they infringe on that space anyway? You'll see that in your life, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to infringe on your space. I see this a lot as I deal with people, talk to people, observe people. There are people who let people infringe on their space, and then they're frustrated because it's like, I don't know what happened. Why am I feeling this way? Why are they doing this? That's because you didn't set up a perimeter or parameters around your life. And they, as a guidepost, is you can come this far, but no further. That's okay. That's healthy. Jesus did it. Any great leader has had to done it. Great people in history have done it. Great athletes have done it. Great writers, great poets, great artists. They know their bounds. But more importantly, they want you to know that you have to know your bounds, because they have to be able to operate in a space. In other words, it's time for me to go to work. It's time for me to do what I do in that space. And you can look, but don't cross the boundaries. So I'm going to tell you today, whatever it is, your time, your mind, your family, your relationships, your finances, your health, your spirituality, whatever you need to do, set up the parameters of your life, then operate within those parameters as God would have you to operate. Don't let any distractions, discouragement, anything that would come to sidetrack you, interfere with you doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, so go on with it. It's godly. It's the right thing to do, and you'll find yourself less stressed when you set up those parameters. Well, God bless you today. Have a wonderful day. Have an outstanding day, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on 4 More Minutes. Thank you.